And a good Wednesday evening to you. I am First Alert meteorologist David Ernst here with your weather update. We are streaming this into our news app, the website, WBAY.com, the WBAY TV2 Facebook page. You can find me on Facebook, David Ernst, WBAY meteorologist, and got the QR code there right beneath me for our free WBAY First Alert weather app. If you're watching this on a desktop or a laptop and want to get the app on your phone, if you don't already have it, you can just point your smartphone at the QR code you see right there, and it will take you to the splash page. We'll be talking about this evening. Quiet and comfortable weather can be expected to continue in the short term, and then it will be turning warmer and muggier over the weekend. Your Friday does feature a chance for some spotty showers or a storm, but nothing too widespread there. Friday should still be comfortable, although temperatures will be into the upper 70s to around 80, so a little warmer than it was today or yesterday, but it's, upper 70s is average for this time of year, so not too far off from that. Once again, had a little bit of a fall-like feel to the morning with a number of us starting the day down in the 40s, 47 in Green Bay. That is one of the coolest mornings we have had since last June. You'd have to go into the middle of June to find temperatures just as cool as that. We will be looking at likely a slightly milder start to your Thursday morning, and temperatures will be maybe a degree or two warmer than today, but not too far off from where we were. So a lot of us got into the middle 70s around areas west of Lake Michigan, right along the lakeshore, lower 70s. Most of us, like I said, should be a little bit warmer tomorrow compared to today, but not dramatically so. You're talking about middle to upper 70s instead of just middle 70s. We'll take a wide view here on the satellite radar composite. You'll notice that we do have some stormy weather off to the west. Severe thunderstorm watches posted across parts of South Dakota, Montana, and you can see some stronger thunderstorms in South Dakota, down into Nebraska, and also lining up in eastern Montana. We will be looking at that disturbance weakening significantly by the time it would make it here. That's going to be what we're talking about for Friday. As far as things go in the short term, fairly quiet tonight, maybe a few foggy spots out there as we get into your Thursday morning, but by and large, it is going to be a sunny start to the day and a mostly sunny afternoon. We're looking at temperatures likely still down in the 40s across our northern areas, lower 50s expected around the Fox Valley and towards the lakeshore, and high temperatures on Thursday afternoon, pretty much average for this time of year. A lot of upper 70s on the board, mid to upper 70s lakeside, so a typical mid to late August afternoon, and the humidity is going to stay low once again. We will be looking at that higher humidity as we get into the weekend, but as far as things go tomorrow, dew points will sit comfortably in the 50s, so anytime that dew point temperature is below 60, you're doing all right. When you start to see those dew points creep through the 60s, it does get a little stickier, more uncomfortable, and the closer you are to 70, the more miserable it gets. And we are headed into that really sticky territory there on Sunday and Monday. That looks to be the most humid part of this stretch of weather, but we're also looking at some warm conditions as well. Now, one change between the forecast today versus the forecast yesterday is that we did cool it down just a little bit for Sunday. Yesterday had been going 88, 89 for Sunday and instead dropped that to 86. So looking more like mid-80s on Saturday and Sunday, upper 80s to near 90 degrees on Monday. And then we will gradually see that heat and humidity both will start to be on the decline as we get into the middle of next week. Amy Beth, good to see you on here. Yeah, nice weather in the short term. A little sticky, a little hot this weekend, and then we head back into more comfortable territory late next week. But there will be several days in the mix where it is certainly feeling like summer. So let's get into the forecast. We'll breeze right through tomorrow. I don't anticipate that there's much going on overhead. We'll see some high, thin cloud cover at times, but that should be about the extent of it. Maybe a little patchy fog in the morning, and other than that, it should be relatively quiet. So again, we'll take you right on through the nighttime hours here. Heading into the morning, you don't see too much going on, just high, thin clouds. In fact, this runner predictor really isn't even kicking out any fog for the morning hours. Late in the day, there's a little bit of an increase in high cloud cover, but in general, it is going to be a quiet afternoon and a comfortable one. So enjoy it while it lasts. We have one more relatively comfortable day coming our way on Friday, but there is that chance for a stray shower or a storm. So here's that forecast. This runner predictor tries to bring a little bit of rain in for the morning. I think it's more so afternoon, evening when I would be more concerned with some spotty showers or a storm or two. But predictor here, again, nothing too widespread. So that's the takeaway, that some of us might need that rain gear for a time on Friday, but it's not going to be a widespread washout of a day. If you get caught under one of those showers, it's probably going to last for 20, 30 minutes, and then it will move on. Thunder potential is there. Maybe there's a few rumbles. I don't expect we see severe weather, but we do have high school football going on. Operation Football starts up this week, so maybe there is a game or two that does get impacted by that. But again, the chances are rather low in any one spot, so I would not expect a widespread impact, and certainly wouldn't anticipate that we have games getting totally washed out or canceled because of lightning or anything like that. Nancy, nice to see you. Quick look at the Monday forecast here. Actually, I may have clicked into the wrong graphic. Oh, yeah, that's Saturday. Let's find the it's the 4K version. There it is. Let's set that one in right there. All right, so let's take a quick look at the Monday forecast. That's going to be our next opportunity for some rainfall coming into the region. This runner predictor a little earlier than what I will show you at 10, well, I shouldn't say 10 o'clock, after the Democratic National Convention. We've gone on rather late the last couple of nights. I don't think there will be on as late as we did on Monday. When Joe was talking, that was a late night for us. In fact, got to see the 7-day forecast, if you're up with us late, switch days, and we were actually looking at the Wednesday forecast instead of the Tuesday forecast on Monday night because things advanced so quickly, and we went on or finished the show after midnight. So looking at the potential for some showers, a thunderstorm late on Monday, I'm going to end up slowing the predictor down when you watch it after the DNC tonight. So if you're up with us late, timing will be a few hours behind what you just saw there. I think it'll be more of a late night, late or at least evening for that rainfall as opposed to kind of midday. So I will make that adjustment, but you get the overall trend. It's coming in later Monday, out of here by Tuesday. That weather maker is going to knock the heat and humidity down gradually once we get behind that later next week. So it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable here as we head into the weekend and get into the start of next week. I know we've got Green Bay Public Schools headed back on Monday. That looks like it will be the hottest day of the upcoming stretch here, with upper 80s and high humidity, heat index likely in the lower to middle 90s. And you'll notice those nighttime temperatures as well are going to be warmer than they have been. No 40s or 50s this weekend. Instead, we start the weekend with low to mid 60s, and then as we close out the weekend and head into Monday morning with the highest of the humidity in place, we'll have lows in the upper half of the 60s for a couple of nights before we start to trend back into more comfortable weather towards the end of next week. Although even a week from today, still looks like we are about 5 degrees or so above average, highs in the low to mid 80s, and likely that it's still feeling slightly humid out. We will keep a close eye on those storm chances for Monday. I will say Friday does not look like it would be anything to write home about. A few passing rain showers, a storm or two, and that should be about the extent of it. We'll have a full update coming your way on Action 2 News at 10 o'clock. That'll be right after the Democratic National Convention wraps up. And then you can catch Chief Meteorologist Steve Bailon starting at 4:30 with your next weather update.